On the news tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari to visit Togo for ECOWAS summit. In business, federal government, states, local governments share federal revenue allocation for the month of June. And on the foreign scene, Egypt court sentences 75 people to death for participating in protests. Hello there, and many thanks for joining us on Superscreen's flagship news, broadcasting to you live from Lagos. I am Adinke Oweye Ajiboye. President Muhammadu Buhari will on Sunday depart Abuja for Lomé, Republic of Togo, to participate in Economic Community of West African States meeting. The president, the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, who disclosed this to journalists, said the president will have an interactive session with the Nigerian community based in Togo. Garba also said the summit will deliberate on common security threats to countries in West Africa and members of the Economic Community of Central African States. 13 out of the 23 local government chairmen in Benue State have defected from the All Progressives Congress APC to the People's Democratic Party PDP. Their defection comes days after the Governor Samuel Otom, also defected from the APC to the PDP. The defectors also follow the impeachment of Speaker of Benue House of Assembly Takimbe Ikianke. And now a member representing Ibadan North, a two-state constituency in the Oyo State House of Assembly, Olusegun Olaleye, has left the All Progressives Congress APC for the People's Democratic Party PDP. Olaleye, who disclosed this to journalists, described the switch of allegiance as a return to Canaan, the promised land. The lawmaker also said his decision is based on the bastardization of ideals of a law, additional that he believed in and in the current APC of Oyo State. Now, Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu says the defection of Benue State Governor and other federal legislators to the People's Democratic Party PDP is a tip of the iceberg. Ekweremadu, who disclosed this in a statement, said, "But in recent development, PDP is the fastest growing political party in Africa." He also said more is on the way because it is no longer about any individual political ambition, but a movement to wrest Nigeria. The Speaker of Zamfara House of Assembly, Sanusi Iriki, has appealed to the federal government to provide sustainable security in the state. Iriki made this known in Zurmi while speaking on the security challenges facing Nigeria. According to Iriki, they are in Zurmi to deliver the state government's message of relief materials to families of the victims of attacks in some communities in the area. He said the state is under siege as over 12,000 people, especially women and children, have been displaced from their homes by bandits. Still talking security experts have expressed sadness over the state of insurgency in Nigeria. These experts expressed their reservations at the American Society for Industrial Security ASIS in Lagos State. Our security correspondent Mike Osameke now reports.
At the annual American Society for Industrial Security ASIS African Security Conference, these experts, whom obviously are worried about Nigeria's state of insecurity, took turns to condemn the rising killings by Boko Haram insurgents and herdsmen in the country.
We have several security issues in our region. when you talk about Nigeria, we are washed with a lot of security issues. We have the Boko Haram, we have the herdsmen attacks, we have the kidnapping, we have the ritual killing, we have the piracy, we have armed robberies and all of that, that are going on right now. So we have decided to hold this conference to address these various issues.
Economy cannot thrive in an insecure environment, and security cannot not also be ensured in a poor economic environment. So economy and security work together. So for us to be able to develop economically as a nation, we need to look at all the security issues and tackle them. Because when the economy is poor, there will be unemployment, businesses will go down, more job losses, and people will tend to go into crime. So crimes will increase, and that is create a state of insecurity. And when you have good economy, but the environment is not conducive, those that are providing the various basis for the economic development will leave, especially in terms of foreign direct investments.
The essence of this seminar is it gives the opportunity for our security practitioners in the sub-Saharan African continent an opportunity to share common challenges and common practices to solve security issues.
With the theme, Managing Complex Security Challenges in Africa, these experts were unanimous in their submission that government cannot do it alone, urging capable individuals to support government's efforts.
The government of the day has been saying that they need help, and in the past they used to focus on foreign countries to provide solutions to the security challenges that we're having. I'm talking about Nigeria and in this part of the world. But the honest truth is, for you to be able to solve your problems, you need to look inwards. We have individuals, we have experts within our private security space who have very good ideas on how our problems can be solved.
We've been working in that aspect to bring the public sector and the private sector together, and then we can have the very best blend of security in our nation. Government cannot do it alone, and the private sector cannot do it alone. Yes, you're doing an excellent job. You've got the government security agents going all out of their way to provide security, but come into partnership with the private sector, come into partnership with people who can do private investigations, people who can provide private security for you, even if it's about state policing.
Government serves a very important security function, as I think we can all agree. But it's equally important for governments to find ways to partner with private enterprise to augment aspects of security that often government can't cover all of. And so in many parts of the world, governments contract with and or consult with private industry, private consultants, private security guard companies, and so forth in order to advance the security of the country or the region in which they're living.
At the end of this two-day conference, a communique is expected to be issued by ASIS that will support government in decision-making on the possible solution to the nation's state of insecurity.
If you've just joined us, watching Superscreen's flagship news, coming up in business. Federal government, states, and local governments share federal revenue allocation for the month of June. Details of these and more after this timeout.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but Nigerian government are keeping quiet. How to killing people? Why? It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family. You are fighting my village. Let me use if I call it useless, I'm not a mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it plaza. Each shop got 4 million naira. So I don't have the money, so I have to leave. If you plan to get a tribal mark, it takes a lot of pain, but after some time, you enjoy it. No, we experience hold up now. during the construction time. Then after some time, we start enjoying it.
The way they are doing the construction is too slow. It's too slow. The construction is too slow. They should stop the construction and make sure people go into their businesses and do their businesses.
Well, it's so glad to have you back. Now, in business world, the three tiers of government have shared the sum of 821 billion naira, representing federation revenue for the month of June. Minister of Finance Kemi Adeosun gave the figure while briefing journalists at the end of the month. Federation Account Allocation Committee FAC meeting held in Abuja. The breakdown showed that the federal government's 350 billion naira, while state and local government received 194.5 billion naira and 147.5 billion naira respectively.
We transfer the sum of 100 billion naira into the excess crude account, and we're distributing the balance as follows. Federal government 283,540, state governments 143,815, local governments 10876, derivation 37.408. VAT 85.343, less the cost of collection 3.414, gives a net VAT distribution of 81.929, and that's distributed federal government 12.289, state governments 40.965, local governments 28.675. And then we distributed from the forex equalization the sum of 41.848. So the total amount today distributable is 821,863 million naira only, with 100 billion being transferred to the excess crude account. Thank you very much.
According to the minister, President Muhammadu Buhari has directed a new template for calculating oil revenue remittance by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC.
The president has directed that a new template be generated jointly between the Ministry of Finance, the Office of the Accountant General, NNPC and RAMFAC. And Mr. President has further directed that prior to FAC, there must be a meeting, a pre-meeting between the Ministry of Finance and NNPC to go through the figures that are being presented and to agree those figures before they are brought to the Federation account. We believe that this reform is very fundamental and will improve the reporting of FAC. The template that we're currently using really hasn't been revised in a very long time. Many of the items or many of the questions and areas of conflict are because the information isn't necessarily presented in the most transparent and user-friendly manner.
Minister of Finance Kemi Adeosun speaking there. And our Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, says collaboration and co-creation among entrepreneurs will support economic growth in the country. Osinbajo, who disclosed this to journalists, said co-working is an economic and social phenomenon that brings about efficient work and quantum leap in terms of progress. He also said a division of labor defined the productive genius of the Industrial Revolution. Then the concept of co-working must be the defining idea of work and others. The federal government has confirmed August 28 as date for the commencement of compulsory confirmation examination for some civil servants in federal agencies in the country. This was contained in a circular released on the official website of the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation on July 24. According to the circular, the examination, which is meant for Compro 1 and 3, is slated between August 28 to 31. The exam is meant for administrators, executives, foreign affairs personnel, the police, paramilitary, doctors, nurses, engineers, and teachers under the government's payroll. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has decried the growing abuse of the naira through squeezing, selling, spraying, and margin on food while dancing at public functions, as well as hoarding by some citizens. CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, who discussed this, said any corporate caught in any of these acts would be liable to 6 months imprisonment or a fine of 50,000 naira, or will face both, in accordance with the CBN Act of 2007. Still talking business news, the president of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Frank Jacob, says the economic challenges facing the country are yet to be over, as the manufacturing sector is still on the brink of a recession. Jacob said the lingering lifeless performance of the economy had made it imperative for a rethink on the country's development strategy. He also advised the federal and state government to work in synergy and carry along relevant stakeholders in fashioning appropriate strategies and improve and stabilize the nation's economy. You're still watching Superscreen flagship news, still ahead on the foreign scene. Egypt court sentences 75 people to death for participating in protests. Join us for details of this and more after this timeout.